Hey, let's do something really quick here. I want to do this. I want to give back because I have a lot of people that are on my social networking and my different platforms that ask me a lot of questions on how I do what I do and what I'm doing and how can I do this and how can I do that. I want to share something with you before you go into this world of content creation. One, it's not easy. Two, you have to have thick skin and be able to compartmentalize and take yourself out of it and get more of like that 30,000 foot view of what you're doing. It's been kind of funny. I've been watching people since I've taken a break and lessened my content over the past year and some change in comparison to what I used to do. I see people making a lot of mistakes that I used to make. And one of the things that people used to tell me all the time was not read the comments. I agree and I disagree. You need to engage with your fan base. You need to engage with the people that support you. You can't just ask all the time for people to pay attention to you when they're not getting anything out of it. We all have busy lives. We all have a lot going on, things of that nature. You have to be able to add value to what you're producing, which means you have to engage with people. However, you have to have thick skin because there's a lot of people out there that are going to just say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do, and they don't care how it lands with you. And actually, the only part they do care about is getting a reaction out of you. It's not so much that they hate you. It's just they want to get a reaction out of you because it's fun. How many times have you met that person where they're like, well, I'm just an asshole, and you take it or leave it? I subscribe to the leave it policy when it comes to that. So you have to be able to put those people in a box and put them away and continue on with what you're doing. But my biggest issue that I had, and I want to share that with you, that pretty much put the brakes on everything I did, is this. Like I said, there's a lot of people I know on here that hit me up privately and ask me they want to do something, and I always hear the same thing. I need to get my shit together. I need to just, I need to stop overthinking it, and that is the biggest thing. Overthinking your content. I used to do videos to where I cared about the music, the frame rate, the algorithms, the background, the scenery. I mean, I used to sit and wait for the sun to set a certain way so I can have the most cinematic approach as possible. And then I would be so burnt out from all that shit. My content was just pointless. Or I would think about what I'm going to say, and it's got to be so applicable to everybody that I was trying to please everybody. And I would get a lot of unsolicited information from people to where they're like, you need to do this or you need to do that. So I would accommodate that. So this is the best advice I have for you. Just hit record. People don't care about the fluff. People don't care about the scenery. Nobody cared about how shiny my truck was or how the sun was setting perfectly. I would spend hours upon hours of my free time trying to produce cinematic quality content, and I got so burnt out by it that I just quit. Like, for me, from here on out, it's going to be like this. It's going to be just substance, something that you can take with you free of charge, regardless of what anybody thinks. I have learned so much from my clients. I take care of Medicaid-only clients. I'm not dealing with $1 million housewife that's mad because they discontinued her favorite chai latte at Starbucks. I'm talking to people with some real problems. that just need somebody to talk to. They just need to know that life isn't over because they're so exhausted by it. They almost want it to be. But the only thing that keeps them in the game is hope. And I've gotten a crash course in that, and it's changed my perspective exponentially. I've studied the human mind and how it works to a great extent over the past year and a half. And my content is going to be about what I've learned. Because here's the thing, talking about value and sharing that with people, it's not all about degrees. The fact of the matter is, I've been through some extremely traumatic experiences in my life and lost everything to a degree that I never thought I would on multiple occasions. And I am still here. I'm still trying. I'm still standing. I'm still alive, breathing in and out. Those are my credentials. That's my resume. Life has tried to kill me over and over and over again. Life has tried to break me over and over and over again. And here I am before you once again, trying again with hope for a better day. And also, like my girlfriend says, going back into the burning building that I just got out of to help save others. And I know how I got here. And I am more than willing to share that with you. So that is where my content is going, and that's my objective. That's my path. And for those that need it, will embrace it, and those that don't, will roll on down the road. I don't care about the opinions, because they'll always be there no matter what I say or do, no matter what I create. That's never going to change. So if you are toying with, or you have something burning deep down inside of you saying, I want to do this, I want to create, I want to build something great, you just have to do it. Even if it's an iPhone on a tripod, sitting in the front seat of your truck, sitting on your back deck, sitting on the front steps. You take what's in your heart and you bring it forth authentically. That is another mistake I used to make. I remember I was like, I'm not me anymore. I'm this character, Stogie the trucker. And the only substance I had was comedic little skits with my dog and I. And then next thing you know, I feel like the clown, the village idiot, the guy you poke fun at, the guy that you don't take seriously, the guy that's just here for your entertainment. Well, those people that look for that from me will see my content, so you can kind of take this with you, to process this. Those people that will see my content now that are looking for that, looking for a reason to poke fun or whatever, they'll eventually get bored and go on their merry way. I don't care about them. I care about the guys or the people that were just like me a year and a half ago, that tried with all of their might, or that are trying with all of their might, to figure out a way to breathe in and out again. How am I going to go on? How am I going to get through this day, much less this long road that I've got to go down, just to get remotely close to what I was yesterday? How many people are sitting in the front seat of their semi-truck right now? Their families are falling apart, their worlds are falling apart, their marriages are falling apart. Life is slipping right through their fingers. And it's the hell on earth. I'll tell you how many. A lot. Because since I've gone through what I've gone through and where I am now, I'll tune into TikTok and I'll tune into Facebook and I'll see these videos and I'll read these posts. And I can see it in their eyes, and I can hear it in their words. I'm this close. I'm this close. One more thing and I'm done. Hell, I'm done now. I'm surprised I'm still here. So, yeah, the days of fluff, inauthenticity, and playing a character are over. And what I am now is a guy, I'm just a guy that came out the other side of hell for the time being, because there's always adversity waiting around any corner, willing to share how I did it. And it's a lot. It's a commitment. You know, I know this video started out with the premise of, you know, how to do this. But this kind of coincides, because there's a lot of people that want to do what I'm doing because they've been through what I've been through. And the key is just fucking do it. Don't second guess yourself one iota. Don't overthink it one iota. Don't spend all of your time researching and over-researching and watching videos and listening to uplifting podcasts on how to do it. Just fucking do it. And that's it. It's not an overnight thing by any means. It's a second job. And you have to be passionate about it to a degree that you'd rather die than quit. So that's where we're going now. That's what we're doing. And it's going to change and evolve, and I've got a lot of cool stuff going on. Finally getting ready to, I'm putting all the designs into the merch line and going to build a website and get all that stuff done, but that's for a later day. One step at a time. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for still being here. For whatever reason. See you soon.